Hello squads. Over the next 4 weeks or so, part of your training is to also come up with some procedural norms. Do you remember when we did the pig exercise? We came up with some really dodge pigs. This is because some people had a picture and they were trying to explain the picture, and it's difficult to see what's in somebody else's head. And so as they explained the picture, there were all sorts of different interpretations of what they were meaning. Some people didn't even try and draw the same picture. But we can all agree that the pigs that came out weren't looking the same. So when we try and read what's in somebody's head, or try and explain what's in our own head, it can end up not being clear. And I don't know if you remember Brad's 3 C's of when something's not clear, then we have confusion, and confusion causes conflict. So what we want to help you do is prepare for some scenarios that we know you're going to come across and possibly have already come across, so that instead of drawing pigs from each other's heads, you've actually got an agreed way of working. So we're going to send out these scenarios, and what you as a squad need to do is come up with some very precise plans about how you would respond in these scenarios. It needs to be in writing, preferably on Asana, so that everyone can access it whenever they need to. This then becomes your plan for the plan, do, study, act cycle. So you're going to have a very precise plan that then when that particular scenario occurs, you refer to this plan, you try and run it, do it according to the plan. You may learn some stuff as you're doing it. Then you want to see if your plan actually did what you expected it to do. So that's the study part of it. And depending on what you learn, you're going to adjust or adapt your plan accordingly. So you can see that the procedural norm that you're going to be writing up is your current plan, your current best way of knowing how to manage the scenario. Your plans need to be very specific. So don't say, we'll call everyone and see if anyone can help. So this is, for example, if you're working on the crisis stand-in norm, what you want to say is the person who is in crisis will put it onto the WhatsApp group. Then their partner will phone everyone, or the HR person will phone everyone. You want to be able to say what happens if the HR person is the one that's actually in crisis, who would phone then. So you need to be very specific. Somebody who doesn't know you and can't see in your head needs to be able to read through this plan and be able to do what it says step by step. The reason is nobody wants to be trying to figure things out during an emergency. You want to be able to figure this out in the cold light of day, so that in the emergency you can actually just go through your norm as you've written it. So watch this space, and your first scenarios will be coming shortly. We realize that you are in a tough space anyway with coronavirus and having to adjust all the time to different situations. But we can absolutely assure you that if you have clarity on how you want to work in these scenarios, that all of your other work will be a whole lot easier and a whole lot less stormy.